Welcome back. I am Largo, and today we're checking out a Dragon Ball fan animation called Legend, a Dragon Ball tale. Never seen this, but it's about Dragon Ball, and I love all things Dragon Ball. Huge fan of the series. I watched the original show. I watched the original run of Dragon Ball Z when it aired. Took me a while to get around to Super. I did watch GT, finally got around to watching Super. Whatever's on the streaming services currently is where I'm currently at as far as Super is concerned. And looking forward to see where the series goes, but from what I understand, this is a fan animation, and it takes a little bit of a different approach to things. So I'm really curious to see where this one goes. Let's go ahead, jump right into it and see what they got. To every child who believed that they could train in 100 times Earth's gravity. Wow, okay. Yeah, come on now, as a giant fan of Dragon Ball, tell me you weren't 10 years old watching Dragon Ball going, you know what? If I just scream loud enough, I think I can become a Super Saiyan. Oh my goodness. Okay, Saiyan Royal symbol. Planet Vegeta, okay.
My son, stay strong. Your crown is here, and your kingdom awaits your return.
Okay. Hold up. Is that a Kuma? Bro, for real. I think that's a Kuma waiting in line to get in. One thing, before we continue, one thing I'm really digging is the animation style. It gives off that really early Dragon Ball vibe.
Can you be?
Have we ever met?
Have we ever met?
If you don't mind, can you just tell me what I forgot so I can remember?
Unbelievable! And did you forget the promise you made me as well? You promised to marry me, Goku!
Okay, so, okay, crowd shot, good place to pause it, I guess. All right, so starting off with Chi-Chi and Goku fighting each other at the tournament, which means that timeline-wise, this takes place after the original Dragon Ball, but before Dragon Ball Z, apparently. It looks like we're in that kind of time frame for the setting here. Okay, I see Tien Shinhan, I see Chaozu, Yamcha, Krillin, Launch, the pig guy, what's his name, Oolong, some guy that kind of looks like Trunks, but I don't think it is, and then I think the rest of these guys are just kind of filler. But yeah, since Chi-Chi's saying something about him promising to have married her, this leads me to believe that it's sometime in that time period between Dragon Ball, but before, after Dragon Ball, but before Dragon Ball Z's. Looks like this is when this is going to take place.
Well, his life's over.
Yo.
Is that all you can say for yourself?
Green energy? Okay. There's only one guy with green energy.
Goku!
Just right into it. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh boy, it's gotta be Broly. And the Saiyan capsule. Over 9,000! Legends. It said legends. Yo!
Green light. The gold you fashion. It's not every day that a king leaves his throne. But for you, I make a royal exception.
New King of the Saiyans! The Saiyan Legend. Bro.
All my life I've trained for this one moment. For the pride of the Saiyans! For my family. And yes, even you, Kakarot.
Look at that!
Saiyan legend, hear me! Today a god falls. Bones to dust. Ashes to the wind!
Yes! Get it! Ooh. Yes! Get it, boy, get it! What? Oh! What? Oh my god, that was like one of the sickest things I've ever seen in my life! Damn! Son Goku!
Now, Kakarot!
It's a fist! Wow!
I remember. It's Chi-Chi, right? Kakarot. Stop calling me that. That name is your birthright. For you, just like I, are the legacy of a proud race of golden warriors. We are the keepers of the primal light. Your light is out of control and must be refined to be useful. Your days under the sun are numbered, Kakarot. So marry that woman while you still have the chance. And come with me. We have to prepare.
For what?
War.
Oh, that shot is so money! Oh, that's sick looking. All right, that was Legend, a Dragon Ball tale, and wow, that was intense. That was insane. That was one of the coolest Dragon Ball fan animations I've ever seen, hands down, man. There's just so much about it that I really, really like. Man, I guess let's just start at the beginning, man. I really like the fact that we're getting like a new look at potentially Planet Vegeta. I'm loving the statues. They all have the Saiyan tails on them. I feel like we don't get to see enough of this stuff, like Planet Vegeta and the history of the Saiyans and like the Saiyan people and the race and their culture and all that. I feel like we don't get to see enough of that. So it's really cool to get this look at it. Another thing about the art style here is he gave these guys, Vegeta and his father in particularly, just the most aggressive eyebrows you've ever seen anywhere. And then we get the fight with Goku and Chi-Chi. Both of their designs are pretty good. They don't stray too much away from their original. Goku's is pretty different. It is unique. I do kind of like it. He still has like the orange like gi top, but he has like that dark blue, you know, the clothes underneath. And that extends all the way down to his pants. Normally his pants are that same orange color that his gi is, but I really like the fact that they kind of change it up. It's a very noticeable change in his design, but he's still distinctly Goku. And then we get this cool twist in the story. I originally thought that the story was going to be very Goku-centric. I thought it was going to be just Goku at this tournament is what it was shaping up to be in the beginning. And I was like, okay, you know, cool. But I really enjoyed that we got this, the Saiyan capsule coming down, and that Vegeta was such a large part of this animation. New King of the Saiyans! My favorite character of all time across the entire series, hands down, and my goodness, I am loving this character redesign. The red kind of flowing scarf cape thing, very cool. Almost kind of gives like a Proto-Man vibe almost, with the color scheme and the way they give him the red scarf and whatnot. The only thing that's a little for me is the earrings that he's wearing. Now, Vegeta's a fighter, a warrior. Like, he loves fighting. He's all about the efficiency of fighting. And jewelry is not really conducive to fighting, let's be honest, in any kind of real or practical sense. I don't feel like it works for someone that gets into melee fistfights on a regular basis. It just seems a little weird. But other than that, I think this design is absolutely chef's kiss. And those gloves with the golden knuckles, my goodness. Oh, I don't know who came up with this character design, but man, I love it. I love this character design for Vegeta. One of, if not my favorite, like, moment in this entire animation is gonna be where he bounces Broly off of the tournament arena like it's a trampoline, and it's just one of the coolest depictions that I've seen. You know, there's a lot of artistic license in it, you know, like the whole arena flexes rather than like break, but man, it makes for such a cool visual image. tell me that just isn't so choice. Just amazing. God, I love that. I really like this version of the character. Just like his, everything about him, his design, his demeanor, the way he fights, just, you know, he's using different abilities. It's really cool. And he showed up there for different reasons. He didn't show up to fight Kakarot. He showed up to fight Broly. This world that they're building here, like the lore around this specific video, so many things are different and it's so interesting. I want to see more of it. So the fight goes on. Broly gets his arm cut off by Vegeta, but then he manages to one arm just body Vegeta, pin him down to the ground, and out of nowhere, Chi-Chi comes in, and they put this little thing in here that I just love. When Chi-Chi's punch lands on Broly, just look at Chi-Chi's biceps, dude. Chi-Chi be swole, dude. Look at her bicep. It's just like flexing out as she's landing that punch. Such a great little detail, and I love it. Rather than going Super Saiyan like Vegeta did, he does something completely different and completely unseen before. He taps into this inner power, this inner energy, this inner flame, if you will, and goes absolutely beast mode. And I love the way that they do this. It's something that's clearly coming from within him and is slowly just expanding over his body like it's fire, like he's catching fire and just proceeding to engulf himself in whatever this energy is. But it's different than the Super Saiyan energy, and it's so cool. And I think it sets like this version of Dragon Ball completely apart from all the other versions that we've seen. And then we get this. We get this transformation, this absolutely insane and completely unique transformation. Now, for a lot of you out there who know about Dragon Ball, understand, have been around, have watched the series, read the manga, and know all there is to know about it, you guys know that the character of Goku is based on the character of Sun Wukong in the myth of Sun Wukong. The creators of this short animation have really leaned into the Wukong vibe. They're like, okay, what if Sun Wukong went Super Saiyan? And that's kind of the idea here. He gets his tail back. We see his head just kind of engulfs into flame. His teeth get larger. He gets this very monkey vibe to him, and he even bounds around and leaps around on all fours as he dodges and spins and has like more monkey-like movements and stuff. So they lean really hard into like this supernatural kung fu, you know, Super Saiyan Wukong version of Goku. And it's one of the coolest things I've ever seen, man. It's like taking part of his origin, right? Like he was meant to be kind of like a parody or a homage, not a parody, but like a homage, a character archetype that fits into that Wukong mold. And this is taking it full circle and being like, hey man, his final form is like Wukong, the savior from heaven. Like, this is such a cool idea that it's almost crazy that this is not real, that this is not canon, that the original creators did not go, hey, let's give him like his ultimate Wukong form as his final form. That's so cool. And I love the way that this just feels so different than Super Saiyan, right? Super Saiyan really feels like it's a switch that you could turn on and off like a light switch, and you're literally, you know, your hair literally lights up bright like a light bulb. Like it's like a light switch. You can just turn it off, you can turn it on once you learn how to do it, like that's it. But this Wukong form feels so much more visceral, feels so much more savage. Like even when in this animation, when Vegeta's fighting in his Super Saiyan form, it feels completely different than when we see Goku fight in this Wukong form. And it's It's such a different feeling, and it's so cool that I can't help but love every single second of it. So this was also really cool too, and I did not see this coming, but you get like the bro Kamehameha. You get Super Saiyan King Vegeta and Super Saiyan Sun Wukong Goku both doing a one-handed Kamehameha at Broly. This is like, what is the sentence that I just said? Like, that's insane to me. This is one of the coolest things I've ever seen in my life. And then if you look, the Kamehameha on the inside, it's a fist. It's a fist pushing against it. And then you get the purple dragon that comes down. I don't know if that's supposed to be like a reference to like Super Dragon Fist or something like that, but it's so cool, man. And then even after Goku's out of like beast mode, you can see that it still has like an effect on his body, man. Lore, man, I want more lore for this universe. Seriously, I want to know more about Vegeta and his whole deal, his relationship with his father. Does Frieza exist in this universe? I mean, clearly the Saiyan planet hasn't been blown up yet. Earlier, I believe we saw Raditz and Nappa standing outside the throne room. We see Raditz and Nappa as like royal guards. That means everything in this universe is different, man. Like, the characters are still similar, they're still the same. Goku's still on Earth somehow. So, like, does Frieza exist? Clearly, King Vegeta, or our Vegeta's father, is still alive. Our Vegeta that we know is called King Vegeta, so he's the ruler. Nappa and Raditz clearly have different lives. You know, Nappa's not out adventuring with Vegeta. Raditz is here and not out in space. Apparently, none of them work for Frieza. As far as I can tell, I don't know. Broly's showing up at the fighting tournament, and this is all happening, if we are to assume correctly, this is all happening at the point in time where it would have been after Dragon Ball, but before the events of Dragon Ball Z, because Goku's not married to Chi-Chi yet. He doesn't have any kids. Gohan isn't a thing. Then of course at the very end, the post-credits scene, we get this dope scene with Broly. He's still survived. Apparently he's out in space somewhere. I don't know if he's plastered against the moon or if he's out farther in space somewhere else, plastered against some other celestial body. But we see him doing his normal thing, Kakarot, Kakarot, but then he says, Vegeta. So now, Broly, at least in this universe, has two people on his hit list. Not just Goku, Kakarot, but also Vegeta, the king of the Saiyans. I want more. I want more. Somebody needs to back a dump truck full of money up to this guy's house and to this guy's production studio and just give him time and money and a team of people to just let this man make his own series, man. Let him make a full 2-hour-long movie or something. Let's see. I want to see more, man. I don't know about you guys, but I want to see more of this very specific Dragon Ball world. We've all played around in Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, GT, Super, all that stuff. We know the main characters, the main canon, the main timeline. This is completely different, man. This has a different flavor, and I love its taste, and I want more. Clearly, I loved the video, and I hope you enjoyed the reaction. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button. And as always, consider hitting that subscribe button to help the channel out. However, most importantly, leave a comment down below. It's how I find amazing content like this, is because you guys leave amazing suggestions in the comments below. And as always, guys, thanks so much for stopping by. Thanks for watching the video. Take care of yourselves and have a great day.